Alright, hello everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at my nerd tower, as I've dubbed it. Alright, so let's begin. Alright, as you can see here, my nerd tower, fully completed. All the shelves full. I think we're gonna start down here at the bottom because I've kind of tiered it from lamest to coolest. As you can see, the Lego Death Star. We'll get to that in a minute. Starting down here, first thing we see is this random Funko Pop I got for Christmas. I don't even really know who C2B5 is. But he's on my shelf. He holds up all my games and movies of different assortment. Of course, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Got a little Iron Man, some fans and glasses and deck of cards, but for the most part this layer's pretty boring. Moving up to the second tier, I have two little figures here, one of Luke Skywalker and his speeder, and one of Rey and her speeder. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Moving on up to the third tier, this is where things start getting cool. We have Wash Your Nuts, Soap on a Rope, almond fragrance. Some soap my friend got me for Christmas, some great stuff. 2 pairs of dangling nuts. Unfortunately, they do not smell like nuts. As you can tell by the labeling, they smell of almond fragrance. Over here, we have, I'm pretty sure this is The Phantom Menace, the best Star Wars movie of all time. I think that's young Anakin Skywalker, if I remember correctly. And I also got this for Christmas. Moving on over here, we have a little BB-8. He actually does work. He can roll around. But I ended up losing the remote, so now he just sits on my shelf. Over here we have Lucio, my favorite Overwatch character. On top of him we have Bastion and Soldier 76. Bastion, best Overwatch hero, extremely hard to play. Behind him we have some random comic books I got from Comic-Con. I'm too young to really understand or read comic books, but they look cool, and they're there on my shelf. Moving up to the fourth tier, over here on the left, Tokyo subway card from when I visited Tokyo, a Star Wars fan club card, this little Comic-Con thing, my Comic-Con attendant, I don't even know what you'd call this, went on the lanyard. Behind that is these cool cards that I got from the showing of Star Wars The Last Jedi. I have one set that I have open, this one is not. Right here in front of it, another Lego set. I'm not entirely sure where this is from. I think this is from one of the shows. Not sure what show it's from, but it looks cool. All the minifigures with it. Next to it we have a TIE Fighter, which is probably one of my favorite Lego figures up here. To the left of that, we have a little Peeps container, some Star Wars Peeps. We got a Stormtrooper, a Shadow Trooper, Darth Vader, and the Death Star, which is pretty cool. Over here, behind the TIE Fighter, we have the Overwatch World Guide. It includes a fold-out poster. And then, moving on to the second to last tier with my Funko Pop collection, or well, most of it, and some other little cool knickknacks. So, starting off with my Funko Pop collection, all Destiny Funko Pops. I love playing Destiny, one of my favorite games. We got Oryx. Down here we got Ikora, she's a little beaten up. We got Lord Shaxx, Zavala. We got Kid 6. And then for the coolest of my three, or the coolest of my 8, we have Golden Osiris, which you could only get during, I think it was the Black Friday sale on the Bungie store. Chase Crota, so there's a 1 out of 6 chance of getting this. It's exclusive to Target, and then next to that we have a GameStop exclusive, the Golden K6. And then below that, my old Xbox 360 controller. Kind of keep this as a little bit of a memento. Next to that, we have a 3D printed grenade, which I thought was pretty cool. I actually modeled this myself, which is I find cool because I'm not very great at modeling. A little controller, some D20s. This is actually really cool. This is a Aorus Gigabyte fidget spinner. Remember these? Then a little Captain America bobble head thing. Yeah, I got this from Avengers Endgame. Next to that, something I think is pretty cool. I got this at Comic-Con. It's a Stormtrooper mug. I don't really know if it has any significance to it. I think it's cool though. And on the bottom here, you can see that made in 1995, which is cool to me. Alright, moving on to the last, and in my opinion, the coolest shelf, which has the Death Star on it. So this is the Lego Death Star, which is my crowning achievement. Has, if I remember properly, 4,016 pieces in it. Sits on the top of my shelf, nerd tower. And this took me 4 days to build. Then there's some hats. There's a Star Wars hat, a Pikachu hat, and an old NES hat. So I think this looks pretty cool. And then only other notable thing is over here, on top of my 3D printer, I have a little Widowmaker Funko Pop and this bunny. This was a Loot Crate exclusive, I think. But that's about it. I think that's the complete tour of my nerd tower. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, check out some of my other content. Thank you all for watching.